In terms of psychographics, my audience would consist of I am me people, also known as radicals, who work hard to set themselves apart. Where social values are concerned, the audience would consist of hedonists, who live to play and enjoy life now. As mentioned before, the audience would generally be females aged 16 to 21. As for life stages, my audience would come under the category kids 12 to 18, who want to live for now and don't have particular plans for success in the future. The reader of Indigo magazine never leaves the house without colourful makeup on, eccentric clothing, and a wacky hairstyle. She listens to indie music as well as having her own unique taste in music, which she believes to be different to everyone else's. She lives only for the present day, rebelling against conformity, hating education, loving music, loving freedom, obsessing over having the most unique fashion style there is, and, like most stereotype girls, enjoying gossip and talking about the boys she fancies. For her, gigs come before grades, men come before money, and fashion comes before future prospects. I addressed this audience by using bright bold colour schemes and a bold serif typeface, connoting the boldness of the reader. I promoted music more than anything else in the magazine, having a venue review available for those who want to go to gigs more than anything else. My double-page spread talks about the gorgeous male reviewers, which is appropriate for my target audience, as they are supposed to be at the age where boys are pretty much at the centre of their lives. Feminine colours were used, such as the pink writing on the cover, which would attract the female audience. The preferred reading of my magazine is that it is a promoter of music and particularly focuses its attention on connecting music with image and fashion for females. The colours, although very different in places, are supposed to connote rebellion and do not conform to usual consistent standards of existing magazines. An oppositional reading would be that the magazine was promoting rebelling against education and generally misbehaving, and that the colours used were over-daring, connoting the confusion and disarray of a normal teenager at this point in life. Because of the use of different colours, there could be an aberrant reading, as it is not quite as obvious as existing magazines as to what gender this is aimed at. So research had to be done. I asked 5 people within the target audience and 5 people outside of the target audience to write a comment about the magazine overall, and to be blunt about it. I also made a brief interview video for a few college students to give their verdict. First, we have the 5 comments from people within the target audience, all of which are females from the age of 17 to 19. I basically asked 5 female college students who I know to be very much into their music to give me their opinion. I've kept them anonymous so as not to embarrass them. Person number 1 said, "It's bright and the colours are really striking. I like the way the images are laid out, and the colours on the front cover stand out a lot. The font is a bit boring though, maybe use a more interesting font." Person number 2 said, "Wow, that's a lot of colour. Not sure the printing company would like it. I like it though, it's different, although it's kind of hard to tell which gender, if just the one, this is aimed at." Person number 3 said, "It's very bold. I love the pictures, especially how they've been laid out like they've been scattered or something. The colours are a bit too separate though, the double-page spread looks too separate from everything else. Other than that, it's really good." Person number 4 said, "I love it to be fair. The models look really fun on the cover and the colours with the cover and contents page look really good. The double-page spread is a bit bold, but it looks really different from the rest of the magazine, and the writing is a bit dull." Person number 5 said, "To be honest, I can't tell which gender this is aimed at because of the green and pink combination. Other than that, the colours are wicked. It's really in your face. The writing could be more fun though to match the magazine." Then I asked 5 people outside of the target audience to comment. Person number 1 is a 44-year-old female. Person number 2 is a 47-year-old male. Person number 3 is a 17-year-old male. Person number 4 is a 15-year-old female. And person number 5 is a 26-year-old male. Person number 1 said, "I like it. It's very striking. Not sure if it's the sort of magazine I would buy from the shops though. For me it's just a little too much to bear. A lot of different colour. I like the way the images have been placed though. It looks very professional." Person number 2 said, "You can definitely tell it's a magazine for teenagers. I wouldn't buy it for my kids, solely because it looks like it would be all for rebellion and against education. If that's what you're aiming for, then you've done a good job. The writing is a little less daring than I would have expected. The double-page spread is nice, but looks a bit distant from the cover and contents page. Maybe if the red became purple, they would blend in more. Person number 3 said, "Looks a bit too girly for my liking. I don't really think those reviewers are that fit if I'm honest. But seriously though, I like the colours you've used on the cover. Not sure what's going on with the rest of it. Maybe make the magazine more consistent, use colours that blend in or something." Saying that though, the colour scheme makes it stand out. Person number 4 said, "This is cool. I like the models and the way they are posed. It's all really fun and the pictures are really good. They're cool like they're all scattered over each other. It's obviously for teens. There's a lot of writing though. I don't like reading that much really." Person number 5 said, "Nice design, very funky. Lots of things to look at, that's for sure. I like the colour scheme, but it's a little feminine for my liking. The writing is small and the font isn't up to much. You should make the font more exciting like the rest of the magazine." Finally, I asked college students to sit in front of a camera while I asked them a few questions.
Both, in fact.
Okay.
It's a multi-gender kind of thing.
Girls.
I'd say probably both.
Both. Girls mostly.
I'd say probably female from the cover. The colours used.
It's got a lot going on.
I think it's laid out really nice with the pictures, and the text looks really clear, and then the way it's laid out, like different angles, looks really good.
I like it. It's good. It's like got a lot of stuff going on. It's good. I like the colours.
It's very striking. Pretty good all round, say.
I like it. I think it's well laid out. It's really clear. You've got like the quotes are in places where you can see them, like the eye catching to the reader. The colours are really bright. The pictures and the images are really interesting.
I think it's very nice. That's good colours. Maybe a bit too busy in terms of pictures.
I like the colours of the contents in the front cover, and then how it changes and matches with the double page spread.
I like that there's loads of different pictures. They're like not all the same thing kind of thing. They're doing different things.
It's got a lot of pictures and a lot of colour. Well, yeah, it's very colourful. It's well designed the way on the last page the pictures overlay each other.
I like the contents page. I think the layout is really clear. The images are really good. I like the fonts used and the colours on the front cover, and I think the images are really good.
Too many pictures. I mean, it's not. That's just being picky, really. You know, it's all right.
I don't know, some of the text is a bit big, but it doesn't mean I don't like it.
Okay.
Probably this is kind of like a bluey purple, and then this one's like a reddy black.
Right.
Like it looks a bit discontinuated.
I don't know, it's all quite good, I think. Yeah. The title Fat Boys Go Large. It's kind of weird article.
Not sure really. It's something I don't really dislike.
Well, apart from the less pictures, I think it was pretty good, pretty up there.
No, just more like to stick to one colour scheme. Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like. That makes sense. Yeah.
Maybe a change of font. It's kind of bland font you've got there. Yeah, get rid of Fat Boy Goes Large, basically.
I think that they some of the fonts on the double page spread are a bit dull compared to the ones and the colours compared to the front cover.
Okay.
So like I say.
That's absolutely fine. Thank you.